Hello, everyone. We are, Bob and I, Armchair Keepers of Arcane Secrets. My name's Matt Ryan.
I'm Bob Geis.
And together and separate, we are running Masks of Nyarlathotep, Call of Cthulhu, TTRPG game. You know this. That's why you're tuning in.
And so last night, Matt Ryan kicked off his campaign with a ridiculous 8 players. And I haven't heard a peep about it, and I cannot wait to hear this recap. So what happened, Matt? How did it go?
I had 8 players, 2 of whom had never played Call of Cthulhu. So they're
awesome.
Very excited because everybody has heard of Call of Cthulhu. Role players, everybody's heard of Call of Cthulhu. Not everybody has played it. So maybe we can change that. That's what we're doing, Bob. That's our mission.
That's right. That's our mission. Absolutely.
So that everyone can play Call of Cthulhu.
Definitely.
So I've got spreading the word. So I've got 2 people that have never played. I've got people that have played a lot. My neighbor, my buddy, he's played a lot. Casey, my wife, has played quite a bit. So we sit down, packed around the table, and we make characters. Nobody's got characters, but we have some good character ideas.
Okay.
We've got now, and here these are some of the sparse notes that I took.
For sure. And nobody's playing any pre-gens. They all used new characters.
They all use new characters, and we used the Call of Cthulhu 7th edition Quick Start pamphlet to make the characters.
Oh, fantastic!
It's a booklet. It's a booklet, but it's beautiful. It is beautiful. Okay, so we had a stuntman character, and I know how you love serious names.
Oh my!
So we have a stuntman called Breezy Tixel, TXL. We've got an insurance investigator called Jack Berg. We have a Harlem Hellcat named Casper Yarborough.
Okay.
The player had heard of the Harlem Hellcats. He knew about the Harlem Renaissance in Manhattan in 1925, and he wanted to be one, and it's going to work perfectly. Then we have a crop dusting pilot named Randall Randolph. There, both of them.
Yep.
Randall Randolph. Then we have a retired nurse, Grace Baker. Then we have an occultist named Randall Hofo. So we've got a Randy and a Ronnie.
Okay.
Then we've got a retired Navy admiral named Marion. And finally, we've got a folk singer, a budding banjo folk singer named Harlan McCoy.
I love it. I really like all those characters. All of those characters, in one of our earlier episodes, I talked about how these characters need to be people who are free to move around. It sounds like they all are free to move around, right?
And I said that. I said you don't need deep pockets because funding comes.
Yep.
But you do need to. I said if you've got to work a day job on Monday, you're either gonna sacrifice the day job or leave the game.
Yep, that's right.
So we spend an hour making characters, and I'd made corned beef and they're saying things like, is this going to be a combat game? And I said, oh no. Call of Cthulhu is much more investigative. No, you don't need to worry about it. Don't pump a lot of points into don't worry about it. So then we have a little, it's snowy in January in New York, and there's this little bit. Oh, the guy that's the Harlem Hellcat, he says, I've got a speakeasy. And I said, well, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's where everybody's hanging out. So everybody's hanging out in their speakeasy.
Mm-hmm.
Then they go to the Hotel Chelsea.
Yep.
And they're so polite. They stand at the door and they knock.
Oh, that's nice.
Nothing happens. They knock again. And then so there's none of this, like, I want to listen at the door. I want none of that. Somebody turns the handle to see if it's locked. But nobody really, they're patient.
So did you have them make listen rolls?
I did.
Okay, yes,
good. I did. And you hear people shuffling around.
Yeah.
Okay. Then somebody runs through and shoulders open the door, and there's the 3 cultists.
Yep.
I did not make any tongue headbands.
Well, that's a miss, but don't worry.
Mike Mason wants a video. Did you see his comment?
I saw that. I'm getting the materials ready for the headband.
So next week you can show us how to make it.
Yes. Yes.
So they are, and these cultists, one of them is trying to escape, but they're crazy and they've got these long machete parang things, and I go all out. The characters that run in to tussle with them get chopped.
Nice.
We almost lost a character.
Good for you.
Some chopping. There was chopping and dicing going on.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You know, ramp it up, cause a little bit of fear, That's fantastic. I love it.
Yes. And so then their guns are jamming and they're shooting wildly, and there's other people in the building opening their doors and peeking out. This is New York. Nobody hides from gunfire in New York, right?
Right, sure.
We're just gonna go check this shit out. So it I don't know how long it takes, but they defeat the cultists. They shoot one of them right out the window.
Okay. Oh, nice. Very cinematic.
And then they quick run around and collect all the clues. And again, I've got those high-end props.
Yeah.
I'm just handing them out. I'm handing them out. And then they run because they want to get out of there before the heat shows, before the cops show up.
Yep.
All good. And then we go back to the speakeasy. One guy's leg is barely attached, but
nice.
It's all right. It's all. I inform them how slow healing is with a major wound.
Yeah.
And they have these clues. So what I was afraid was going to happen immediately started to happen. They start trying to figure out where the different pictures are from, and they start making travel plans.
Okay, great. Yeah.
It's like they almost call their travel agent. We need to book a flight to Hong Kong.
Oh my.
Which is exactly what I thought was going to happen.
Yep.
So that's when I informed the one character how long healing is going to take.
Like good.
You are not jumping on a plane. Well, there are no planes. You're not getting on a boat and going to China. Although I guess you could with, anyways.
Yeah.
The big thing is that there's all these other clues to find in New York.
Yep.
That I had to come out and say, there are a lot more things to do here in New York.
Yeah.
Before you get on a boat to China.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Did the Carlisle expedition get lost in the shuffle?
The Carlisle expedition, I have 8 players, and for the pre-up for the Carlisle expedition, there are 8 newspaper clippings.
Yep.
So I handed a newspaper clipping to each person, and it was great. They read it in radio style voices.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so it's a pretty straightforward narrative.
Yep.
There's this expedition. They go to Egypt, and then they go deeper into Africa, and then they're missing, and then they're dead.
Yep.
Yeah. And you know how that affected them?
Not at all.
Zero. They didn't give a shit.
Nice. Okay.
So I'm going to have to push them in. I'm going to have to just suggest what I thought I would help the group by making sort of a bullet list of things the characters could do.
Okay.
The next time we meet, and some of these things they had suggested.
Okay.
The other thing is that Prospero House clue that's buried.
Yep.
Nobody thought about going to the publisher, even though it says the publisher's his buddy.
Yep.
But it doesn't say it in neon flashing lights.
Interesting stuff. I've never had that problem before. In the 3 times I've run this thing, I have not had that sort of a thing. I'm going to ask you a question. Did you give them the telegram from Jackson Elias that kind of gathers them all together?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. And they still. No, I get it. I know. I've run games where players run from the clues, so I get it.
There's juicy clues.
Yeah.
And they got a load of clues from that first, and they're juicy.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
They just don't realize, and maybe that will be, maybe as we go deeper into it, right?
Yep.
They'll realize that there are more things. Now now you're not gonna do the innocent incarcerated guy.
No, I'm not. I got to catch up.
Okay, well, let me tell you what that does, is that brings the attention back to New York.
Yep.
Because the next morning I handed them the newspaper clipping of the murder of Jackson Elias.
Yep.
And in that clipping, it mentions these other victims and these other murders in Harlem.
Yep.
And that clue brought the attention back to New York.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm thinking about how I'm going to do that, and I don't want to because again I'm playing catch up. I think I'm going to use some aspects of it. I'm going to keep the corrupt cop guy.
You're going to keep the corrupt cop.
Yeah,
I'm going to make the corrupt cop kick down the door of the speakeasy. I think
nice.
I've got a player that's got a speakeasy in Harlem.
Yeah, do it
There's got
for
there's
sure.
And I'm also going to put there's like this the in the script in the campaign
Yep.
are the other Harlem Hellfighters. I'm going to put them in the speakeasy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's their
You know,
hangout.
you know what you should do? You should burn down the speakeasy.
You are evil.
You should burn down the speakeasy. Have the cult burn down the speakeasy to give that guy additional motivation for payback.
See, folks, if you're sitting at home, this is why he is the master. That's why. That's why. That's good, Bob. You know, I'm working on a theme song for this thing, right?
I've heard. I've heard of your musical escapades. I can't wait to hear it.
Well, one of the lyrics is Bob is the man with the evil plan. And you just made that line bear fruit. You just did.
Fantastic.
And
Fantastic.
it's a quickie. We've just got a few minutes left. Let me tell you this, it was a smashing success.
Oh, I bet.
It was a smashing success. I had a good time. Everybody had a good time. There's something the one nice thing about combat, I think, in a TTRPG that's not all combat is it focuses everybody attention in the moment.
Yeah.
Nobody's on their phone, right?
No.
Nobody's looking up what the Hotel Chelsea actually looks like.
Yeah.
They are all watching the die roll. And I've got these big dice that I roll right on the table.
Nice.
No screen. No screen.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, I screen is used for organizing play aids and things. The table is used to decide the fate. And you got to let the chips fall where they fall, right?
Oh, and I was rolling hot. Those there was some it was a good time. It was a good time.
It makes me sad that I have to wait till the 6th to run my first game.
Well, but you're going to have the leather headband.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm thinking about. I have a plan. I have a plan on how I'm going to stage the room. But do we have enough time for the plan?
Yeah, sure. We can do whatever we want.
That's right. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm thinking if I can pull this off. Okay. So I'm going to be gaming in this room here, and I'll have
the
my
one that you're
house.
in right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm thinking about seeing if I can coordinate with one of the other guys who I've run this game for to come to my house, unknown to the players, and in the other room, set up the props and the clues in that room. And then when they go into Chelsea, I'll take them out there. He'll be lying on the table as Jackson Elias, dead, and the props will be all around him.
Can you believe that, folks? Can you believe being this guy's neighbor? The strange people walking in and out of the house. You're in a nice neighborhood. I've seen pictures.
You know, we've had some interesting people come by for gaming sessions. Full Soviet uniforms.
I've heard. Now, if you can pull that off, I'm just going to say it. That's fucking fantastic. That's what that is.
Yep.
Wow. The kid doesn't know what he's getting.
I know. Oh, he's spoiled. He's spoiled with.
You are the Cadillac.
And I'll have the leather headband too.
The Cadillac of keepers. People, we're going to get comments. Stop complimenting each other.
You guys are terrible. All right, that's fantastic. It's all right.
All right. Here's what I want to say to people that are thinking about running this. That first explosive chapter is a bang. It's a bang. And I think it's so hot that even if you're new and you're not sure how to handle the rest, that first opening salvo gives you a lot of you can make mistakes from that. The players are going to love it. It doesn't matter what you do after. That opening is so good that 100%. You, like me, will be able to flounder around with the clues.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
All right, wait, my timer's going off like it's a barn fire. So do your like and subscribe thing, Bob.
All right. Like always, we have to beg. Hit that bell, subscribe. Let me see, what else did they say? Turn your notifications on. So yeah, all the things they say on these videos.
All the things they say.
All the things they say.
All right. All right. There it is. And until next week, when Bob runs, when I run, I'm going to run session 2 for me, which is going to be 100% investigative, unless we burn down a speakeasy.
Yeah.
And Bob is going to have his friends in real life pose as corpses.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. There's going to be headbands, blood. It's going to be amazing.
And there's going to be photos all over the Facebook.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
All right. Bob, you're a good man.
You likewise.